That's when you see change.
And that's a really good point. But the point I'm making is the police union is really, really strong. And every time a cop do something wrong, they're going to protect him at any cost. We can't have that.
Right. Not if me and you go and ride in a car together
but they can't be judge and jury of the cops, because I'm imploring the good cops to say, yo, man, we need cops. You guys are some bad apples. I want to go home to my family. Yep. You're making my life I'm not safe out here. Yep. And I have not seen the police union step up and do that, and other good cops.
And just to close this before we head to break, too, I mean, you heard what Doc said about watching Jacob Blake, and obviously an investigation continues into what precipitated that and everything else. But listen to
I want a question to ask you after you finish.
Yeah, but when you see that, and you see a man shot in the back 7 times, look, this whole matter of excessive force, and to me, it comes down to this: that has to be your last resort and not your best option. That's, to me, it has to be a last resort.
Yeah, but the training. I got a question.
No, but I want to ask Ernie a question, because I got a daughter, you got sons, and you got sons. As a white guy, have you ever had to discuss with your son what happens if he gets pulled over by the cops?
Never. It's exactly what Doc said.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question.
No, you know, because I know that you guys, that's part of like having the talk, you know, with your son. For a lot of us, having the talk is, hey, this is the birds and the bees, and this is, you know. But never have I had to say, hey, look, be home at a reasonable hour, and look, if you get stopped.
You guys got older sons.
Oh, without question. I mean, it's not even the talk. It's a constant conversation, because the pendulum moves to different areas. Hey, when you're on I live in Queens, 57th Avenue, you can't do this. When you're on 99th Street, you can do this. When you're in Harlem, it's a constant moving pendulum that you don't even realize that you're doing. Yeah. And then you're like, wait a minute, this is, psychotic that you have to have these conversations. I remember one time, one of my friends was like, when the whole Trayvon Martin, he said, he was like, man, I'm not going to lie, Kenny, when I see a guy in a hood, and I'm walking out, I might go on the other side of the street. And I said, yeah, I would just think it's cold. And I'd be like, damn, where's my hood? Like, I don't think like that. So if you have a fear of that already, I'm thinking it's cold. I'm like, oh, damn, it must be cold outside. So it's a different thought process.
I tell my boys, be respectful. Don't give nobody no chance to do nothing harmful to you. Yes, sir. No, sir. Show them your ID. Follow instructions, because you got to come home too. So you never know what a person's going through. You never know what a person is thinking. So I just, give them the same procedure that my father gave me. No sudden movements. When they said put your hands on the steering wheel, keep them there. Because again, you don't know the mindset of some of these people. And you don't want to come across a bad cop that's looking to, stop the threat.
Can I do one thing, Ernie? I know we have a skeleton crew in here, but we have an equal, proportionate rate of ethnic backgrounds. Underdog, you're in here. Have you ever had a gun pulled on you, underdog? No. Ever in your life? No. Have you ever, he's our police officer. Have you ever had...
Well, he's not a fair...
No, but okay, he's not fair. Yeah. Have you ever had a gun pulled on you? No. Ernie, have you ever had one?
No.
Shaq, have you?
Of course.
Was it by whom?
It wasn't by the cops.
Okay. Well, have you?
No.
I have. It was by a police officer. So, I've done that a lot of times where when there's multiple races in there, and there's an energy of who's had it, and it's usually by a police officer. And I've never broken a law in my life, ever, that I know of, ever. And so that's the kind of things that you say, are you kidding me? That's where we are. That's where Doc Rivers was today.
We started this segment talking about the Clippers win over the Mavs. and things
Got
things
more,
took
hey, it got
things took
more
a turn,
important.
and it got much more
What's
important,
more important?
including the comments of Doc Rivers, and then concluding with Bill Russell. Thank you for your words of wisdom and keeping this at the forefront. Proud to see the men in the bubble using their voices to try to enact real change.
I learned so much from him.
Thanks to us for talking from your heart, trying to educate others by giving your experiences.
Ernie?
It goes to what you said last
No,
night.
no, but
That's why I love this show.
But I know, too. But that's why they shouldn't boycott, because of what he said.